Leaf fans, the boys get back into the win column after that shaky one against the Vegas Golden Knights at Scotiabank Arena a few days ago. And you obviously noticed that I'm not in my normal spot, and probably not probably, a spot that you've never seen before. I'm at a friend's place, actually in Windsor, Ontario. So I'll be here until Saturday. So tonight's video, obviously, the Saturday against the Rangers and the Raptor game tomorrow night will be uploaded here right now. So I'm just doing that for you guys, just letting you know right now that's going to be happening. But do not forget to hit that follow button on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, because we are that close to 1,000 followers. And when we do, obviously when I get home, I'll be able to go live during games. Can't wait to do that stuff. But the Leafs pick up a big win. And the reason I say it's a big win is, one, you lost to the Vegas Golden Knights a few days ago. Wasn't a great game. They played a sound defensive game. Blah, blah, blah. Your streak was over. And you're playing an Arizona Coyotes team who had lost 13 consecutive coming into play today. They have now lost 14 straight games. And you needed to bounce back. And Arizona, we all know the history of the Coyotes in Toronto, how they played much better, and they've beat the Leafs quite often at Scotiabank Arena over the last few years. But not tonight. The Leafs do prevail 4-2 over the Arizona Coyotes. And the big thing for Leaf fans is Joseph Woll makes his return. I mentioned in the last video that I thought he would start tonight, and I mentioned on Twitter earlier today, before it was announced, that I truly believe he will start, and he did, and he was great. 2 goals on 32 shots, and also, after allowing the first, the goal in the third period for Logan Cooley, he was outstanding down the stretch. 13-4 in shots for the Arizona Coyotes in the third period. He shut them down late, allowed Willie to score the empty netter to end this game. Just a great game from Joe Woll in his first game back. Just one thing, stay healthy. And that's all. That's really all it is for Joseph Woll. Let's break down this game, shall we? First period, about 13 minutes in, Marner picks off a pass, I believe it was from Logan Cooley, and he comes down on a breakaway. And we've seen Marner do this before. You saw the highlight from him in junior, where he's on the breakaway, and obviously the goaltender thinks he's going to do some move or take a shot or something, but he drops the puck off for the trailer, and he did that today, and it was Matthew Knies who buries it against his hometown club. His 11th goal of the year. Marner with the lone assist at 13:04 of the first period, and the Leafs are on the board first. Great start to the game. Shots on goal in the first period were 9-8 in favor of the Yotes. And you go to the second period, and the onslaught begins early, right? Tyler Bertuzzi with a nice tip-in from a William Lagesson point shot. And the Leafs now lead at 2-0. Bert stays red hot, his 12th of the year, just like that. Lagesson and Nylander have assists in the goal. You're leading 2-0. You're feeling great. Over midway through the period, Austin Matthews, again, Knies and Nylander on a 2-on-1. Knies' pass gets knocked down by the defenseman, but Nylander picks it up. The trailer's Austin Matthews. Nylander finds him. Matthews buries it for goal number 53 on the season, and it's 3-0 Leafs. Nylander and Knies grab assists in the goal at 13-12, and you're feeling great, right? You're buzzing. You got a 3-0 lead at home. We're feeling home and cool, right? Wrong. A minute and a half after that, Leafs got a power play looking to bury them. Yeah, Kerfoot scores a shorty. Yeah, of course he does, right? Of course he does. If you didn't bank on Kerfoot scoring today, you're nuts. His 10th goal this season, he actually has 35 points in 59 games. Good for Alex Kerfoot. It makes it 3-1. And you go into the third period, shots on goal in the second period, 14-10 in favor of the Leafs. And you're like, okay, you're up 3-1. You're playing Arizona, whatever. Well, midway through, Logan Cooley scores. And it's a 3-2 game. And no matter how bad Arizona actually is, and them losing 13 straight, and the Leafs are the Leafs, and this one goal game midway through the third period, you don't feel safe. And that's where Joseph Woll took over and was really good down the stretch. And Willie Nylander buries the empty netter with a minute to play in regulation. David Kampf with the lone assist. Nylander's 32nd of the year puts it away as the Leafs win their 34th game of the season, 34-17-8 on the season. They bounce back after the loss against the Golden Knights. Again, not the prettiest of hockey games, but you pick up 2 points and you move on. Still no Timothy Liljegren today, so you saw a lot more, Riley Brody action, and still a lot of left-handed shot in the back end. So you just got to try and pick up points right now, and they are. And you got the news today. I'm just going to pick up pull up the article. Well, not the article, but the report. Toronto targeting a pair of right-handed defensemen. The Leafs reportedly interested in Coyotes' Mac Dumba and Ducks' Ilya Lyubushkin. Maybe a reunion with Bush. Because remember, he played with Morgan Riley a few years back, and they worked pretty damn good together. So That would be an interesting return for Ilya Lyubushkin. Now, let's get to these player stats, shall we? So, obviously, shots on goal were 32-26 in favor of Arizona. Obviously, the big third period helped that. Special teams-wise, the referees let them play. You know, one penalty combined. Leafs had the one power play. They didn't have a power play, and the hits were 46-31 in favor of Arizona. And look, I like when the referees let them play. I really do. It's a lot more fun to watch the game. Now, player stats. Joe Woll, obviously big night. 2 goals on 32 shots. 2 goals against average, a .938 percentage in his first game back. I understand it's the Yotes who have lost 14 consecutive, but you went out there and did a job. Great stuff from him. He was awesome. Nylander with a 3-point night, a goal and 2 assists and a +2. Matthew Knies a goal and assist, a +2. Matthews with a goal and a +1. Burt with a goal. Lagesson, Marner, Kampf all had assists in the game. And where's Riley and Brody? Riley was still a -1. God, that Brody pairing is just a painful look. But you win the hockey game, and who the hell cares, right? At this point, that's all that matters. All right? So next step for the Toronto Maple Leafs, we talked about it. They take on the New York Rangers at Scotiabank Arena on Saturday night. Going to be one hell of a game, and obviously all eyes are going to be on the youngster. What's his name again? I got to find out. Hold on a minute. I'll find it here. And you guys, Matt Rempe, who's fighting everybody right now. And assuming Ryan Reeves is in the lineup for that game, you expect a Tilly. So we'll see what happens there on Saturday. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop, obviously, on Hockey Night in Canada. So the Leafs can make a little statement here. The Rangers have been playing extremely good hockey recently. They had a crazy streak going, you know, before it got snapped against the Columbus Blue Jackets, of all teams, 4-2. But then they rebounded by beating the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1. So it's going to be a really good hockey game on Saturday night. 2 really good teams playing really good hockey, going at it at Scotiabank Arena. Fun Saturday night, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and like the win tonight, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you're not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition, I believe tomorrow, right? They play tomorrow night. Yeah, as they host the Golden State Warriors at Scotiabank Arena, 7:30 tip-off there. As for the Blue Jays, we'll talk to you guys on Sunday, of course, recapping this past week's games. It wasn't pretty today. But as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as we talked about, they're back in action on Saturday as they look to win their second consecutive game against the New York Rangers on Saturday, 7 o'clock puck drop there. Going to be a doozy, an original 6 matchup going at it at Scotiabank Arena. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. I'll talk to you guys then.